Robin wants more cowbell, we should probably give him more cowbell.
Hey, babe.
And Bobby, you are right. I am being selfish. But the last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I'd be doing myself a disservice and every member of this band if I didn't perform the hell out of this.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
What is up, /Pennant Gaming Society? It's T-Rex here to give you your podcast that is long overdue, and I realize this. It is our 5th episode. It's our 5th episode. I don't know how many of you have actually been following us the entire time, but for those of you that have, I appreciate the fan base, and hopefully you can tell some of your friends about us and get us some more listeners. But yeah, the more listeners we get, by the way, the more often I will do these things. It's just with everything, kind of going on at once, and the company and life and yada 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 yada. You don't want to hear me talk about all that. What you do want to hear me talk about is what I have planned for this episode. It's a short episode. I'm really not doing any video game reviews this week because I've been keeping up, but I haven't really, written down any reviews or concentrated on anything like that. So instead, you're going to get some /Pennant news, which there's a lot of. First thing, for those of you that haven't been keeping up, we no longer do weekly tournaments at Collector's Connection, and it's really sad, and it sucks, and I hated to stop, but it was a business decision that I had to make, because we weren't drawing the crowd that we started drawing there originally. I mean, we went from 18-man tournaments down to 5 and 6, so I had to move somewhere else in my best interest, and that place is where I'm talking about right now, but is where I'm about to talk about actually. But much love to Jeff out at Collector's Connection. He's a great guy. Collector's Connection's an awesome store. You guys, if you're in the Dyersburg area or you're around the area and you're looking for some great games, great role-playing stuff, anything nerd-related, go hit up Jeff at Collector's Connection. It's a great store. It's awesome. Now, our new partners, who I'm here to talk about today, is Gamers Paradise in Paducah, Kentucky. Now, I realize some of you are thinking, aren't you supposed to be the only game tournament people in Western Tennessee? Well, now it's Western Tennessee and Western Kentucky. So, Paducah, Kentucky, Gamers Paradise. There's the guy that owns Gamers Paradise. His name is Mike Robinson, and the man is one of the nicest people you could ever possibly meet. Very quiet, nice guy. Really enjoy talking to him whenever I do get the chance to talk to him. We get the chance to have our meetings. He has literally what I would consider to be the only true video game tournament available store. I don't even know how to put it. Let me just put it this way. If I have an ideal I was trying to think of where my ideal place to have tournaments would be, Gamers Paradise is it. I mean, the store is great. It's an amazing setup. He sells games, he sells gaming collectibles, gaming apparel, and he has a full set of, I think it's like 8 or 10 HD TVs hooked up with Xbox 360s, all system linked together, and you come in and you can pay for play if you're, in the area and you want to come in and play some video games. Also, he has a 100-inch HD projector upstairs above everything. What? 100 inches? That's amazing. It's this kind of stuff that I've been looking for. And here's the crazy thing. Gamers Paradise is not even that well known. They've been around for only a couple months, granted, but I mean, they're not that well known. Not a lot of people even know the store is there. I mean, and that's the wild thing. I mean, it's in downtown Paducah, Kentucky at 217 Broadway. And if you go down there, I mean, it's in historic downtown, so it's surrounded by a lot of bars and antique shops and restaurants. And then smack dab in the middle of it all is Gamers Paradise, this mecca and hub of gaming goodness. I mean, if you're a gamer, you'd be crazy not to go into this store. I mean, if you looked into it and you walked by, it's one of those things like, I'm a person that goes into big cities, and my favorite thing to do in a big city is to just take a long walk in a random direction down the street and go look for little stores, like offbeat stores. I mean, this is the kind of place that you find, you go into, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, it's a big place. It's much larger than we're definitely used to having tournaments at. So yeah, I shot him an email one day, and just saying, hey, I'm Zach. This is what I do, and would you be interested? And about 2 to 3 days later, I got an email back, and he said he wanted to talk to me. Well, we had ourselves a little meeting, and ever since we've been chugging and getting stuff planned for you guys. April, right now, we have a tournament series going on, and it's called 3 Days of Frag. If you're an FPS player, you don't want to miss the last 2 rounds of this. The first round was last weekend. Now, you have 2 more rounds you can make it to. We're playing Halo 3, it's 2 versus 2, and we're playing Modern Warfare 2, and it's free-for-all. So, we're having these Halo and these Modern Warfare 2 tournaments that you guys have been asking for. I mean, yes, I realize they're in Paducah, and Paducah is about an hour away from where I live. I mean, I have to drive an hour to get up there, but it's worth it. I mean, I promise you, like, this, I mean, you're not, I don't think anyone really is expecting the level of tournament stuff that's going to be coming out of us. We've definitely upped our game a whole lot, and it's all thanks to Mike Robinson. I mean, he's just basically showed us more support than anyone else I could possibly ask for. So we have that series going on. The next round is actually this Saturday, and then also that's happening this Saturday is a big Street Fighter 4 tournament. And you guys know how in Union City and the surrounding areas we love our Street Fighter 4, and we're getting a good Street Fighter scene down here. That tournament will be held on the 17th. This is on the 17th, by the way. And you should come down. I think entry fee for Street Fighter 4, if you pre-register, is like $15, and then if you pay at the door, it's $20. But I realized that's a huge jump from what we used to charge and run, and I realize this. But you're looking to win $150 if you walk away with first place, and $50 if you walk away with second place. And that is also a huge leap on what we used to do. So you may have to pay more, but excuse me, I burped. But the rewards are a lot greater than the risks. I mean, there's a lot going to be, big prizes coming out of us. Now, I don't know how many of the people in the Dyersburg area listen to this podcast, but if you are, you guys should totally head out to these tournaments. I know it's a long drive, but if you guys, if anyone in the area who listens wants to attend these tournaments, and you want to carpool with someone, like from the Union City area, I mean, all the Union City people, we're more than willing to help carpool. We're more than willing to help get people to tournaments and keep the gaming, scene alive, because let's face it, I mean, it's not very big around here. It's actually pretty small compared to most areas, but it's here. I mean, and we should keep it alive. So, if you do need a ride, just contact someone, or someone that you know. I mean, if you need want to carpool with me, I mean, my email is zachcastleman@gmail.com. You can find it on the website. I mean, hit me up. But we're just wanting to get people at the tournaments. And then next weekend next weekend, which will be the 24th of April, is the third round of 3 Days of Frag.